is it expanding? And I say, we are expanding soon.
Footballish.
Football is
right
time.
before football season.
Yeah,
Right before football.
Yeah, we got end of July, August, a little time off.
Yes.
And expanded. What does the expansion mean? You'll see.
You'll find out.
Find out. But it's more first things first. Danny's involved,
Another
which is
hour
great.
of us. And Danny,
I'm excited for it.
Have Coach and Greg agreed? The answer is we'll find out.
Yeah, they're in. You know what? It's a lot like Brew's quarterback ranking.
It's
we
fluid.
we know what 1 and 2 are, and then it's fluid.
It's fluid.
And then it's fluid moving around.
But it is honest, in all seriousness, it's an honor, and it's appreciated, and it's super exciting.
Yeah,
Right?
we try to
This
out
show
seriously.
was-
Well, I'll be serious too.
Oh, wow.
Well, thank you to
This show was 3 hours before.
At the very
We're
beginning.
getting back.
Yeah.
I'm hyped about it.
I appreciate you spending time with First Things First and the First Things First family. Also, subscribe to the YouTube and the podcast. We need to get to 2 million because Gianna stole our 1 million YouTube plaque.
Right. The plaque's gone.
Plaque's gone, so we need
I
another
heard.
plaque.
She just got back. Here's a direct timeline of events. We hit 1 million. They sent us a plaque. We never received it. She then took a European vacation.
Gone.
I'm not saying she sold the
She might
plaque
have sold that
to pay
bird.
for it, but that is the timeline.
What's the running price on YouTube?
I don't
1
know.
million plaque?
What's the running price on round trip to Copenhagen? I bet they're about the same.
Hey guys, love the way that you introduced the third hour of the show
Making fun of our
by saying that Gianna stole the plaque.
This is who we are.
Talking about her Copenhagen trip.
Sure. Yeah, listen, man. That's what they want more of.
I'm not sure.
It is.
Another hour of this type of
We might have lost it. We might be back to 2 hours. We'll start with the first hour. Today, Micah at camp, and he responds to Jerry Jones. Are we sure he's going to be suited up week 1? He's got that pesky back tightness, bro.
Yeah.
That flares up when
he
your
will
bank
be
account's
playing
not
it
looking
good.
right. Meanwhile, Dan Lanning, head coach of the Oregon Ducks, joins the show, and Nick insists that we start his interview by saying, hey, didn't you listen to me in Kansas City? We have no idea if he listened to Nick in Kansas City.
100%.
All I've got to say is he better know you.
If this
If he doesn't
bricks,
know you, it's going to be
Guys,
embarrassing.
I'm not trying to sound arrogant, but everyone in Kansas City knows me. He definitely was a listener. He was a high school football coach during my heyday of Kansas City. He definitely
he
listened.
probably was neck
saying, you know
deep
what?
in the playbook.
I think it's on the board. He called into the show. I think it's on the board.
There's a chance this interview bricks before it even starts.
Okay, we'll see.
And finally,
You, that's all I'm saying.
do we think Patrick Mahomes can recapture some downfield magic?
Wait till you see the graphic Josh
He
made
wants the
live.
lights.
Wait till you see the graphic that Josh made.
Saying
This was a great play. 14, 40, 150-ish left. Xavier Worthy. It's not over till it's over, bro.
Hey,
Chris
Nick kept
Broussard,
fighting.
Kevin Wilds, Nick Wright. We're starting in Oxnard, California. You ever been to Oxnard?
What?
Beautiful. Another day without a contract from Micah. He is at camp. And it sounds like he's locked in, even though he didn't practice because of back tightness. Take a listen.
If they don't want me here, they don't want me here. I'll go about my business. I understand the nature of the business. Like I said, as long as I'm here and under contract, I'm gonna do what I have to do to perform at the highest level. But if this is the end, this is the end. You know, there's same way that Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones and the other Jerry Jones take care of their family. It's the same way I need to take care of my family. You know what I mean? I got my own 3 kids of my own, so we all need to take care of our own family at the end of the day. You see these other teams taking care of their best guys. I see TJ got taken care of. Max got taken care of. Miles got taken care of, and he got 2 years left on his deal. So it's hard to, you see a lot of people around the league getting taken care of. You just, wish you had something that, that same type of energy.
This seems like it's going great. Your reaction?
It's just so dumb and unnecessary.
Thank you.
And there is an argument that of every single player in his draft class, he should have been the first one signed. Now, there are some other great players in that draft class, like we talked about yesterday. Jamar is in that. That was a really good draft class. Pat Surtain, Jamar, Penei Sewell.
Yep.
But there's an argument that he's the best. So it certainly wouldn't have been ridiculous, and that he's the most accomplished through 3 years in particular, because his one down year was last year, and he could have been paid last year. There is no argument whatsoever that he should be paid last, which is what's going to happen. of every single first-round pick in that draft that is going to get a contract extension, theoretically, he will be the last one to receive it. And it is, I think the Trayvon thing, Brew, is an interesting wrinkle to this because it's an example of why I think the Cowboys just do business poorly. So Trayvon's mad because they docked him $500,000. But that is such a misstep by them, not in docking him $500,000, but in how they structure the contract. Because Lamar, just the last couple years, has missed out on more than $500,000 of workout bonuses. Most teams structure it, if you show up, you get extra money.
Oh, that makes sense.
And so there's like an old psychological thing where if you hand someone $50 and say, hey, you want to flip a coin for that 50? They will be like, no, I do not. Like, no, I have it now. But if you walk up to someone and say, hey, want to flip a coin for this $100 or I'll give you 50, then they'll flip the coin. Because it's something about I had the money and now I don't. The Cowboys structured Trayvon's contract in a way where he felt like he had that money and now you've taken it from him.
Yeah.
That's just a mistake. You know what I mean? There are just little things they do that can grate at the players. And Jerry's saying to the world, Micah missed some time and he might not be good and all those things is just bad business. And it's just wildly unnecessary.
Yeah, look, the silver lining in all this, and you said it, him being probably the last paid in this draft class, is that he's going to become the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history. That's the silver lining.
Pretty good.
And I'm glad for him because, honestly, in this negotiation, he's the adult in the room and maybe his agent. I mean, he said Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones haven't returned his agent's calls.
Yep.
Like, what is that about? I guess they got somebody else doing it, but still, one of them should talk to him just out of respect for who this player is for the Dallas Cowboys. And why are they doing it? Just for show? Like, we all know and believe to our core that Jerry Jones is going to pay Micah Parsons.
Sure.
So why are you doing this? Micah looks upset and bothered. And we can sit back and say he should be relaxed because he's going to get his money and it's going to be more than he would have gotten a month ago or a year ago. Mm-hmm. But I get it. When you're in that position, you still don't have the money in hand.
Correct.
You're not sure what they're going to do. So why are you upsetting your best player? So you can have the A segment, the A block on all these talk shows? So you can have a big reveal a month, a week, an hour before the opening game? Like, why are you doing this? Or because you're afraid he might get hit by a car on the way back from the practice facility? Like, what are we talking about? And so they're just fooling around. I would have more respect for the Cowboys' stance if 7 weeks from now or when the season starts,
didn't pay him.
Micah's not paid.
That's how I
then I
felt
would
about
see
Dak.
a plan.
Right. That's how I remember. That's what I was saying about the Dak thing was that the Dak thing made so little sense. It had to be that they weren't going to pay him. You know what I mean? That they were going to let him play out the year and then see what happened. But
when they pay him a week before the season starts, it's going to be like, what was all this for?
Right.
And you put your new head coach and your team at a disadvantage because Micah needs the back. I'm sure if he had his money, he'd probably be out there practicing. And I'm not mad. I think he's doing the right thing by doing a hold in. But he needs to be out there with his team going through every drill to give themselves the best chance of winning this season. And because of Jerry's foolishness, he's not.
Do you think there's any chance that he wants to pay Micah at the top of the market, where sometimes the media is looking at it like, oh, you could have saved $4 million, but Jerry wants to puff his chest out, and they want Trey Hendrickson's deal to come down, where we think it would be a negative, but Jerry actually wants to go over the top.
I don't think Trey is going to top TJ Watt.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, that makes sense.
You know what I mean? So I think that if that were the case, then all they needed to wait on was TJ Watt. You know what I mean? The Trey Hendrickson. Do you want to talk more Trey Hendrickson? We can. I know you don't usually like that topic.
A lot of Bengals talk. We're big in the front office in Cincinnati. Tune in.
I don't think Trey is going to get a market-breaking deal. And so I understand your point. Like, I'll wait and pay the little extra so I can say, the Dallas Cowboys have the highest paid quarterback, the highest paid non-quarterback, the highest, all that. But they could do that today. You know what I mean? They could sign that today. I think it is partial headlines, news, whatever. And I also think it's partial. I'm Jerry Jones, and I work on my timeline and my timeline only. And you guys want, you know what I mean?
It feels like he's like cramming for the test. It's like how I treat some stuff in life. Like, that's next week?
See,
I gotta book that flight.
So I think it's less that and more power. And more like,
that
you want it now, but it's not
that
what,
might be true.
You know what I mean? And
he doesn't care. He's got so much money, he doesn't care about the extra money.
Yeah.
But here's the problem. You mentioned they could bring on defensive players with the money they would have saved from signing Dak earlier.
Yeah, that's
you know
in the
who you could have
weeds.
got? How much did Derrick Henry get to go to Baltimore?
Oh, like
$9 million a year?
Yeah. Yeah.
You could have easily had an extra $9 million laying around to bring in Derrick Henry.
Let's check in on Bears camp, which seems to be going swimmingly.
This guy is such a fraud. And by this guy, I mean Kevin Wildes.
I thought you were talking about Caleb. I was
That's
like,
what it
messed up.
sounded
I'm
like you were
that's
talking about
too
Caleb.
much.
He's on the screen.
We'll get into what happened today, but first we're talking about Caleb's goals. Last year he passed for around 3,500 yards, good for 17th in the league. Completion percentage at 62.5, just above Bryson Jameis, just below Aaron Rodgers. Here's Caleb on this year's goals.
Obviously, I have self goals, and that's being the first 4,000-yard passer in Bears history. That's a goal of mine. 70% completion that helps the team, keeps us on the field, puts us in better positions. And then other than that, just trying to go down and score the most points that we can with each drive that we have. So that's kind of my self goal, and obviously other than that, you got to go win. That's success for me. That's success for the team, and that's all we wish for and all I wish for.
4,000 passing yards, 70% completion percentage. Only 4 guys did it last year: Joe Burrow, Goff, Bake Show, and Geno. Is this a realistic personal goal?
I think it's a dumb goal.
Oh.
Wow.
I think 70% completion is not only is it not important, I don't even know that it's good. So you did because here.
I mean, all those guys.
Yeah, but I think here's the last 4 years. Every quarterback who posted a season of 70+ percentage. So Burrow's done it twice. Baker's good. Geno's good. Goff who's good. Tua last year. Jake Browning. No one did it in 22. No one did it in 21. Or Burrow did it in one of those years. You know what I mean? The point being this. I think what a lot of those quarterbacks have in common is a lack of top-end arm strength, and because of that, they have to be more precision technicians. You know what I mean? Like, I think that as long as you are above 6, he was at 62.5 last year, that's too low. Right. I think the goal should be break 65, you know what I mean, in there, because
that's
I thought,
good enough.
Yeah, I thought that Caleb was too cautious last year.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, as far as if I were to set individual goals for Caleb, 4,000 yards, great one. 25 touchdowns, and a stat that I care about a lot, and actually my guy Mahomes was not good at it all last year, but I think historically is very important, is yards per attempt. At least 7 yards per attempt. And so here is guys who have averaged that over the last 4 years, and it's, some of the best quarterbacks in football. I think Lamar misses out because in that span of he missed time.
Yards.
The 4,000 yards, right.
Goff really
and
out
Purdy
here.
would be in there. Well, the yards, the TD.
I think what hurts Purdy.
His
I think what
yards per
hurts
attempt
Purdy is he played half a season.
Right.
You know what I mean? But so that's 4,000 yards, 20.